Wednesday, y'all. I think I squeaked a little bit.
That's a little squeaky.
Welcome back, Blonde Squad.
Yeah, how is everybody doing? Hope you guys are doing great.
We're good.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah.
We have food. How can
I
we not
know.
be good?
Cheers.
Cheers. Haven't seen each other in a couple weeks, I feel, since B's birthday.
I feel like we saw each
Party.
other last weekend. No, not this last weekend. No, we did not.
Yeah, so since B's
Yeah.
birthday party.
Yeah.
So it's been good. So today,
We're
we're
having
going to do
some
another
question and answers.
drunk Q&A, because that was pretty popular
Yeah,
last
it was.
It was
It
a
was
lot
great.
of fun. Some of the answer questions, though, I mean, y'all, we got like... So Whitney's on her first glass.
Yes, I am on my first class. I just got here from work.
I am on my fourth. I had 3 drinks at Happy Hour. That's it. That's not bad.
That's not bad.
And it's like a bar.
Yeah.
Like a restaurant bar. Like
Yeah.
they don't...
It wasn't
serve.
like you were taking shots.
No, but so this pissed me off. So there is like a table as part of my group. So I didn't rent it. I booked this like room, right? Because I feel like if you're doing a happy hour, nobody wants to sit on like one long table.
Yeah.
Because then it's like you feel like you're stuck in your seat, or you don't want to like when you're trying to have a conversation. So I rented out this room. I was like, we're gonna have 20 people. We're gonna eat. All the food is paid for on one tab. Everybody has their own tabs for drinks. Blah blah. So it's like separate tables, and I was kind of like bouncing around because that's just what I do,
Yeah.
right? Well, this lady, I say lady, about our age, because when I ordered my second drink,
Like a waitress?
no, like
Oh.
part of our group,
Oh.
said, Mary Ann, oh my God, do I need to drive you home? Are you okay?
Oh my
And
god.
I said, why aren't you commenting on all the guys' drinks? She said, well, because you're so tiny. And luckily, this other lady sitting next to her was like, oh no, Mary Ann can drink. She
Yeah.
can handle herself. Like, I've seen it. But I'm like, I go, okay, Judgy Judy. Like, it's so fucking annoying. 'Cause,
Right.
like, and I was like, I looked over at one of the guys I was sitting with, and I said, this is why they're never invited out.
Yeah, this is why.
Because it's annoying. Like,
Yeah.
literally, my second
annoying.
drink, and you're going to make a comment.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck if I get hammered.
Yeah,
That's
you'll
none of
figure
your
it out.
business.
Even if you do, you'll figure it out.
But it's none of her business.
Yeah, exactly.
I was really annoyed.
Yeah, that is annoying.
Really annoyed.
Ugh, people can be so annoying and judgmental. Speaking of, one of the questions.
Oh, so let's just get
Well,
right
one of the
into it.
questions was, are you judgmental?
So Whitney texted them to me. So we have 8 million phones going on right here.
Yeah.
Are you judgmental?
I
What do you
don't.
think?
I don't think I'm judgmental only because, like, the main reason is because I don't want people to judge me. I don't think I'm judgmental. Don't get me wrong, I've talked shit about people. I have my moments of talking shit about people. Like, who hasn't? I'm sorry, but if you haven't, then I don't
But I
know,
don't think that talking shit is necessarily the same as being judgmental.
Like, if I were judged, I'd be judged, like, every day by the things I do.
Oh,
So it's like, I don't really want to judge other people because I know how I live my life, and if I am okay with how I live my life, and
Right.
whatever, then it's like, then they must be okay with how they live their life.
Yeah.
So why judge that?
Yeah. So I will say I think that I used to be judgmental with certain aspects of life, but I think that was whenever I was like really unhappy with myself.
Yeah.
Right? I don't think I'm judgmental at all now. I'm like, you do you, fucking boo.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
I am all about it.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm at this point in my life where I'm like, no matter what, do what makes you happy.
Yes, exactly.
Like, you literally have one life. But I know a lot of Judge Judys out there.
Yeah.
A lot.
There's a ton of them.
I'm close with, like, family.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of them.
I just feel like when you're judgmental, this is what I think the worst people are. Former smokers or former drinkers. They are probably the worst judgmental
Yeah.
people. Like somebody who smoked forever, right, and then quit, and then they see someone smoking, like, this is so disgusting.
And you're like, oh, that was you, rude.
Exactly, or drinking, or the same
Yeah.
thing, or promiscuous, or whatever the case
Right,
may
right.
be. It's like former, like reformed type.
Yes, it's
I
because
think that's the
they're like
worst.
born again Christian type thing. So it's
Something
you know,
along
something
those
like
lines.
that.
Yeah. Not necessarily born again Christian, but a born again sober person.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever.
So then everything else is so terrible because
Yeah.
I guess when they were in that state of their life that it was terrible. I guess.
Yes.
So they just think it's terrible.
Yeah, I personally do not think that I'm judgmental.
I don't think so either.
Like you said, I mean, I've talked shit plenty
Yeah.
of times. I mean,
And I'm
everybody
sure
talks
I've
shit.
judged people before.
Oh,
Don't get
100%
me wrong. I'm
judged.
sure I have. But I try really, really hard not to be judgmental because I swear, like, people can judge everything. Like, I do so much shit that people could judge.
I don't think so. I don't know. So that's a good question because I wouldn't think that like if you judge somebody like one off, that doesn't make you a judgmental person.
Yeah.
Like me judging somebody that like abandons their child doesn't mean that I I judge moms or a parent.
Right.
Like that one circumstance.
And you're not, and you're not necessarily like judging them. You're just saying that what they're doing is something you don't agree with.
Oh no, you abandon your child, I would judge you 100%.
Well, yeah.
Then fine, I'm judgmental if that makes me judgmental.
I guess there's certain times when judgment just becomes into play. There has to be.
That's so true. That is so true.
Yeah.
That's really profound.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Cheers to that.
You're on your first drink.
But you know what I mean? I guess there's just, it's like, otherwise judgment wouldn't be a thing, and like judging wouldn't, you know what I mean? Like, so I think there comes a time when like judgment is just a thing.
Yeah. But I definitely wouldn't consider myself judgmental. Again, in my past, for sure. But I'm honest with it. I was so unhappy with myself at the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like hurt people.
100%.
Yeah.
And that's also when I was like super jealous.
Yeah.
I was like jealous about everything, anything and everything.
Yeah.
And the guy I was with at the time, I'm like, if you cheat on me, you're fucking stupid. like looking back now, you know what I mean? But like in that moment, I was so insecure, my self-esteem was so low. I was just an unhappy person.
Yeah.
And I was super jealous, super judging.
Yeah.
And I hated that.
Yeah, that's
I was
awful.
like, ew.
That's like a bad place to be in.
A bad place to be in, and I look back and I'm like, you were a like gross person. Not like physically or anything, but like the way that I was just like.
But you were not happy in your life.
Oh
so
God,
that's why.
And I did look gross physically because I was just like drinking it.
Yeah.
It's so weird because I drink every day now, but I'm not like fat.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't.
But you're not fat.
Am I fat?
No.
Maybe a little fat.
No. I would not say you're fat. But maybe your other part of your life too was unhealthy, like not just the drinking.
Oh yeah,
that's
I ate
different.
fast food all the time.
Yeah, so like that all had to play in each other. That's why.
Wow, sorry, I got off on this like weird
that's
tangent,
fine.
but that's us.
Yeah, that's what we do.
So do we want to look at some other questions? We got a lot. Let me look. Here's one. Your biggest insecurity.
Oh, mine right now, like by far stands out without a doubt is my weight. The way I feel about myself, at least.
That's interesting.
Yeah, 100%. That's like all I think about these days. So that's definitely like I'm not insecure about anything else.
That's really interesting because, I mean, first of all, I don't know how much I weigh. We talked about that a couple times ago. Like, I became so obsessed with my scale that I literally like had to stop. Like when my scale broke, I was like, that's a sign from God. Honestly, in my opinion, like stop weighing. Like I was obsessive.
Well, I weighed myself. Well, I used to not weigh myself because that was like a big deal. The number is not really a big deal, but I did weigh myself like months ago, and it was terrible. And I gained weight since then. Like I just know I did based on how my clothes fit and how I look and everything. And so I refuse to step on the scale because I won't. I cannot.
So that's interesting because people that like look at you, they would be like, "What the hell are you talking about?" Like, your biggest insecurity is your weight. Like, you're not overweight in the slightest.
Yeah, but
so that just goes to show that like, you can think that somebody like has the best body or has a great body or they should like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So your weight is your insecurity. I don't know what mine is right now.
That's a good thing.
Well, I mean that means I have a lot.
Oh. I was thinking that means you don't really have one that stands out.
My skin, my rosacea got really, really bad.
And see, I don't think it's bad at all.
With Ryan, and then it got worse with Blakely, and like when I drink red wine, it like flares up. So I tried to stop drinking red wine so much, but I love red wine. My teeth, which is weird because they never used to be, but I think just me like kind of like growing more in my career.
Yeah.
And like having to like be in front of like me
Speak
being in
front
charge
of people.
in front of a lot of people. Like I'm super confident. That does not bother me one bit, but I feel like I just want perfect teeth. But I'm a person that like I want perfection on everything about my body.
Yeah, seriously. Same.
I mean that's why I get plastic surgery and I get Botox and all of that, right? But like I don't know. I don't think it's my weight because I don't care that I'm like if I lost 5 pounds, I think that I would be like perfect.
Yeah.
With my clothes and how I feel, but I don't care enough.
Yeah.
And I know I keep saying that, and I'm wondering when I'm going to start caring, but I don't.
Yeah. No, that's good. I'm glad you don't. Good.
I just don't.
Because it's terrible.
Yeah. But I don't
that's
know
all
what
I think about.
I would say my rosacea, like my skin or my teeth.
And you know the saddest part of that is our biggest insecurities are looks, basically.
Well, what else are you insecure about?
Your job, your marriage, your friendships. I mean, there's other things you can be insecure about.
Oh my God, that's really bad. Yeah, but I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess another insecurity of mine could be like making sure I'm a great mom, but I fucking know I'm a great mom.
Yeah, no, you are. Yeah, exactly.
And my marriage isn't an insecurity. I mean,
but people are insecure in things like that rather than.
I mean that, and I guess that's true because, like I just said, like a while, like years and years ago, I was super like insecure
And everything.
and a lot of, and especially in my relationship. Which again, I'm like, I don't. Looking back, it's like I was like prized possession for him, for real.
For real, trophy wife. I mean, you weren't a wife, but you know,
100%. I was trophy wife material
for sure.
And I
You
didn't
still
even
are
look
trophy
this
wife
great.
material.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Tell Michael that.
Michael, ding ding ding.
Yeah. So yeah, biggest insecurity. We have wine in our booth. Don't tell anybody.
You just said we have wine in our drinks.
We
have white. We have ice in our champagne. Don't tell anybody now that the whole world's seeing it, but we do.
We did say it was drunk Q&A. You better catch up with. Okay. Ooh, this is a good one. Okay. Your first love versus love as an adult, like high school love / lust.
Oh.
So
I don't know. That's really hard because I truly feel like the love that I had with my high school sweetheart, whatever you want to call him, that I dated through middle school and high school, like I feel like it was real.
I
truly
feel like it's the exact same thing. The guy I dated, I don't know if I would consider him my high school sweetheart because we didn't date entire high school. It started in summer between sophomore and junior.
Yeah, so not
I was like
high school.
15.
Yeah.
1,000%. I
think-
feel like it was love. It was not lust.
It wasn't. I was not
It
lusting
may not
over him.
be the kind of love. Well, obviously, it's not the kind of love that I think that both of us have now.
Yeah.
Right? Because these are our husbands.
But I do feel
But
like
I do
it
feel
was
like it was
true love. It was
100%
real.
love.
Yeah.
That was my first love.
I've definitely had lust. Like I've definitely lusted
yeah,
over
yeah.
people. I've definitely had that like whatever love that you think you're in love, but like the person I dated the longest before I went to college, so middle school and high school, whatever. Definitely, I feel like it was real
Me too.
and true, and not just lust. And it was like serious. Like we really thought we were going to get married, and I really still think that we could have gotten married. You know what I'm saying? Like we
So if
definitely could
I
have
would
gotten
have
married.
married that one, I would be barefoot on a porch with a baby on my hip and 17 in the yard. For real. Like, I dodged a bullet.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure from what I can tell, he's thriving.
Yeah.
Now I'm thriving, whatever. But like, the question also, I feel like, so the question wasn't necessarily like high school love / lust. So like, so take that part out. Your first love versus love as an adult. So my first love versus like my love that I've experienced as an adult.
Or as an adult, yeah.
So don't even say Michael or Cody,
Okay.
right? Because those are, I just feel like that love when you marry somebody
It's different because it is a marriage,
right?
Right.
So like my love that I felt for him in high school versus the guy that I was in love with before Michael,
Okay.
as an adult. I feel like the biggest difference was maturity.
Exactly. I was just about to say that. Just the fact of being older and the way you do things. I mean, everything's different.
The
Like
things that you get upset about, the things you get jealous over. The things
well, and
that,
I didn't have sex with my boyfriend of
Oh my
6
God, I
years
did
or
a
whatever.
lot.
Yeah, and I did not.
I
and
experimented
so-
a lot, which some people would be like, you were so young, but I was like, well, first of all, I started dating him, like I said, when I was like 15.
Yeah.
Up until I was 23.
Yeah.
Like that's a
No,
long
that's a
time.
really long time. Yeah.
So like, yes, we experimented, but it wasn't all necessarily whenever we were in high school.
Right. Exactly.
But like were together so long that it was like I felt safe experimenting
Yeah.
with him.
Yeah.
And now I kind of know like what I like and what I don't.
Exactly.
And I
Yeah.
don't have to be like that awkward, like what we talked about on that one episode of like, I want to tell you kind of what I want to try, but I
But
don't
I'm
want you to
not
be like, wow, we've been together 10 years and you're just not
Just-
saying
Exactly.
that. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like that is a huge difference in mine, though. Like
So you never had sex with the guy you were in love with in high school?
Mm-mm.
I feel like that's not accurate.
It's very accurate.
I feel like we're gonna talk after this because I feel like. Really? Are we thinking of the same person?
I mean, the only
The one
person
who got
in-
married?
Yeah.
Never?
Mm-mm.
Huh.
Nope.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And so I feel like that plays a huge part in it because
Yes. Yeah. 'Cause I
After
think that
him-
takes it to a whole nother level.
Right,
to
after
be honest
him-
with you.
my next like long relationship in college before Cody, we had sex. And we were together for like 3.5 years and we had sex. And I feel like that brings on such a different
A different
different
bond,
love,
a different
different-
intimacy. Yeah, yeah.
different
I
type
feel
of
like when
relationship.
you have because then it's almost like I'm not discounting it. I know that you were in love because I know that relationship, but I can't believe I never knew that y'all didn't have sex.
Yeah.
But it's almost like a best friend,
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
But like more than that, obviously the
Yeah.
bond and the connection
Yeah.
is more than that. But then it's like when there's not that intimacy level.
So there's a difference
For
in
you,
it.
there was a huge difference. Yeah.
But I still do feel like it was true love, and
No.
I do feel like it wasn't lust, and I do feel like I definitely could have seen myself marrying him for sure. Like there's like I'm not sitting here saying like I wish I would have married him. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that like I still to this day, if I was single, I could still see myself marrying him, kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, he's a great person. He lives a great life. He does very well. He has a great family. You know, my life would definitely be different by far.
Yeah.
But it would be fine. And it would be good. It would just be in a different way.
Yeah. I just think, and I guess that's a big difference too. So maybe not for your instance, but like just that question in general. Your love / lust in high school. What is the intimacy level? What
Exactly.
is that connection level? What is, were y'all just like the boyfriend girlfriend type? Like, oh, you saw each other at parties.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
my relationship was like, we saw each other every day after school.
Yeah.
On the weekends, he would stay the night at my house. I
Yeah.
would stay at his house, but I'd have to sleep on the couch. Not at my house. He'd sleep on my bed.
I mean, besides, we were both athletes, so we were both so busy, and that was like a huge part of both of our lives. And I think that took away from us spending more time together, but we definitely spent more time together than just like parties and stuff. I mean, he was like part of the family.
And so was
So,
mine.
yeah,
I mean,
right.
he went on family vacations with us and
Yeah.
everything. So like I will say, and I just thought of this, a huge difference that I noticed was also some sort of infatuation.
Yeah.
Like we've talked about this guy before.
Yeah.
He was my drug. I was
Yes.
addicted to this guy,
Yes.
obsessed. Like
Yeah.
I wanted to spend every waking hour with him. I don't want to do that with Michael.
Exactly.
And not
And that's not bad. That's not a bad thing.
That's a good thing.
Right.
Nothing against Michael or our marriage or anything like that, but like I want my me time.
Yeah.
I want my time with my friends, my time with my girls.
But your life revolved around him
my
at the
life,
time.
100%, and I think that that's also a huge difference in young versus older.
Yeah, I agree.
Right?
Yeah.
Man, reminiscing.
Oh my God. I know. It was good times, that's for sure.
It was great times
Yeah.
until it wasn't.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, we've already talked about that.
Yeah.
Until it wasn't. Okay, next. Do you think your parents were good role models when it came to marriage? Okay, before I even answer, I love you, Mom. I do. So my answer is twofold.
Yeah.
So I would say, I guess the most common answer would be no, because they got divorced, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
But then I would say, on the flip side, yes.
Yeah.
Because if you're not happy, why stay stuck?
Exactly. She did what was best for her and her family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my thing is in one way, like no, because the traditional role model
Right.
is you have a family and the mom and the dad stay together even though they hate each other and the kids never know, blah blah blah. But in my mind, like as hard as it was for her, as hard as it was on my dad, as hard as it was on me and my brother, she did what she needed to do
Exactly.
to be happy.
Uh-huh.
Right? So I would say yes, because
Yeah.
even though people go,
Well, and it shows that she's a strong woman.
yeah,
And that she can say, you know, no, this is not for me.
yeah,
This is not working.
yeah, exactly. Now, and she got remarried. You know, my stepdad.
Yeah,
stayed
they've
in
been
my life
together
for,
forever.
Geez, 33 years
Yeah.
or something. My dad never remarried, but to me, like, I would say yes.
Yeah.
Only because it showed me that you don't have to stay stuck.
And it shows the strength of her. Like, it's not easy to do that. It's not like it's just
Absolutely,
easy
it's
to do
not
that.
easy to break
But
apart
especially when you
families.
have family. Yeah, especially when you have
I
children.
mean, I
and
was
stuff.
what, I think like 3, so my brother was 8.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
hard.
that would be like me
Now.
and Michael.
Yeah,
me and Michael
exactly.
divorcing right now.
It's not, which is not easy. Yeah, and I would say with my parents, well, my parents are still together, however many years later.
Love you, kitty.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I would say that it's kind of that same similar situation. One, yes, because they did do everything it took to stay together, even at times when they shouldn't have stayed together or felt like they weren't going to stay
Didn't want
together,
to be together.
didn't want to be together, had tons of problems, you know, stuff like that, which everybody has problems. But like, so I think it's kind of the same, but the opposite. You know what I mean? Like, to the extent of like, yeah, that is a good thing that they worked it out. They made it work. They figured it out, you know. So I would say, as a whole, I mean, I don't know. I don't know that I would ever want to repeat their relationship, though.
Wow. Okay. That's big to say.
Yeah, like I just feel like that's not their relationship. I mean, no two relationships are the same. I just feel like my relationship with my husband, like my relationship with who I want to be my husband as my husband, like I just have a different outlook.
You wouldn't want that as your relationship.
Correct.
Yeah. And that's okay.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, because you probably, yeah. So I think that there's so many people that don't talk about the hard of marriage.
That's what I'm saying. My parents went through like visibly hard through like me and my sister's childhood, like big time, and we saw it. So that's the other bad thing. Is just like, you know, you had to experience those things, but then it taught you things that you didn't want and that you needed and that you didn't need and that kind of stuff. So I would say that I would say overall yes, because I learned.
Good and bad.
Yeah, good and bad.
Yeah.
So I would say I wouldn't. It's not, definitely not like the perfect marriage. That's for sure. You know what I mean? Like
marriage,
right?
You know.
I would love to like hear somebody who had that marriage. Their parents were like always happy, because I get it has to exist, where they didn't like fight all the time and like want to like have issues all the like. I just want to know.
I mean, I don't. Obviously, it's not normal to fight all the time. Clearly, right? But I feel like it's not normal to never, ever fight either.
But there's just got to be those people that like have had this
like what's that Stepford Wives?
Yeah, there's got to be, that has to exist. I'm sorry, but it does.
That's because that person makes a lot of money and the lady just shuts up, or the man.
Yeah.
I truly feel like that.
Well, so good example though is I am doing private lessons for this lady, which she's freaking awesome and it's been great. She's been divorced for a couple of years now and had everything. Like her husband is a surgeon, ex-husband, and very, 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 very wealthy. Anything she wants, whenever she wants it, she had it all, and she knows she had it all.
She didn't want it.
She could care less about it. Like it's great to hear her like talk to her about things and stuff like that.
That's amazing.
And because she's just like, this guy asked me to go on this trip and this private jet and to Cabo and this place and that place and do this, and she's like, I don't need that. Like I can do that by myself. Like if I need that, you know what I mean?
Because she got a good divorce settlement. Well, I mean, clearly.
Well, yeah, I'm sure. I mean,
unless she works.
No.
Okay.
So yeah, but anyway.
But that's a good thing because
I love that there's people out there that are like that.
No, yeah. If Michael ever died or we ever got divorced, I would definitely marry for money.
Oh, I've said it a million times. I'm 9x marriage if it happens.
I want to be like, I want to go on a private jet.
I literally don't want to work. I don't want to do anything. I want people to do things.
I want to work.
I want to do something that keeps me occupied that's not destructive behavior, because when I was a teacher for 7 years,
which I'm encouraging her to get back into.
I worked every single summer. So I was on a schedule. Like I taught diving and that kind of stuff, whatever. So I worked every summer. One summer I did not work, and it was just destructive behavior. I mean, I would like wake up and I would just like literally go to Pure Bar and then like meet Reagan for drinks and just like drink, and like I would just end up wasted in the middle of the day. Like it was very destructive behavior.
What the fuck?
Yeah, like very destructive behavior. So not having a job is probably not a good thing for me. I'm good with structure. You know I'm good with structure. Yeah. Like even when I was an degree instructor full time, it wasn't enough structure, and I just was not.
I agree.
Yeah.
If I became billionaire or whatever, right? I would still work. I truly like my job. I would still work because also like what else would I do?
Or exactly, that's what I'm saying. I would do destructive behavior. I would need something to do, but I would want it to be something that I really enjoyed. That
like
was probably
volunteering or
like half a day type stuff, or even just teaching Legree half a day.
Yeah.
And then
you don't start drinking until like 4.
Yeah, and then you know whatever.
I mean, 4 o'clock is so close to 5 o'clock.
Oh my god, yeah. I mean, 2 sounds better, but
only on Saturdays. Are you happy with where you are in your marriage?
That's kind of a loaded question.
That's a deep one. Y'all, these questions are deep.
Yeah, they are deep. The questions we did get this time, seriously, were deep. The first time the questions we
They
got
were
were like funny and whatever. We got like a ton of marriage and like life questions.
A lot of
which is fun. Yeah, a lot of marriage questions.
I mean, yeah, it's fine, but you also have to understand that we can't put everything out there.
We're not.
We have to be respectful.
But I mean,
so are you happy? What did it say?
Are you happy with your marriage?
Are you happy with where you are in your marriage?
Today, yes.
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
Because every day.
Today, yes. But yeah, every day is different. There's life events that come up, things that happen, and you could just be in a rut where you're just not happy. And there's definitely times recently, in the past that I haven't been happy, for sure.
Same.
Yeah.
I think that I'm gonna say ditto.
Yeah.
I don't really want to expand. I don't,
Yeah,
and I know you guys are like, what the fuck, Marianne? You like spill it all. I don't know. Yeah, ditto.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not like unhappy,
Right.
but I'm not like.
But are you like jumping off a cliff saying, yeah? No, not necessarily. Like,
no,
you know, that,
no,
yeah, exactly.
No, and we talked about this. Like,
Yeah.
we're in a state where it's like one of the
Yes.
like the
Yes.
downs
Yes.
or whatever.
I agree.
You know,
Me and Cody are kind of like that too. We went through a really, really, really hard time, 2 months ago maybe or so, me and Cody?
Probably
And
3 now. Yeah.
3, yeah, like really hard to the extent of like, I would have to say no to that answer.
Yeah.
I mean, for sure.
If this was 3 months ago when you were here,
Yeah.
it would have been for sure no.
For sure, no. But yes, I am now. But then there's been a few ups and downs since then. I mean, it just, I don't know.
Ebbs and flows.
It's,
right?
yeah, it's just, it's too
And so,
hard.
like,
As a whole, if I wasn't happy, I would probably be doing something about it, I guess. Like if I really wasn't like truly like the end, like I was at the end of the line of not being happy. So clearly I'm happy enough to
not file
not
for
want
divorce.
to file. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I do feel like we're in a good place right now.
Which is good.
Yeah. I think I had to do a lot of work to get there.
See, I don't think Michael and I are in a bad or good place.
Yeah.
Like I think we're just in like that middle
Yeah,
zone
yeah.
where it's like we're not great, but we're not bad.
Yeah.
But like it's just we're just
There.
Just.
You're just kind of there.
we're just there.
Yeah. You're just
And so
going
that
through the
question
motions
of like,
like
am I
never.
happy where I am in my marriage currently? I guess I would have to say no.
Yeah.
Because, but I need to preface that with we're not bad,
Yeah, exactly.
but like we could be better, and so that's why I'm not happy. Like
Yeah.
we could be better. But again, year 7,
Yeah.
like it's that weird thing. I never
The
believed it,
7-year
but it's
itch or
weird.
whatever they call it. I know.
Of
I don't,
weird-
I'm trying to remember year 7.
What does 7-year itch mean?
I have no idea. You get the itch. I don't know what the fuck that
Like,
means, but
means you crack cocaine,
yeah.
like Joe Rogan.
7 years, so that would have been.
I guess like for
Something.
me, it's like I just always looked at it as like the 7-year itch, quote unquote, of like that's when you're just like, well, fuck things like quote unquote honeymoon
Stage
stage
is over,
is
yeah.
over, right? But like we never had a honeymoon stage because I got knocked up on our wedding night. But I guess just like the 2 young kids, me being gone, like we're so fucking busy all the time, which is not I'm not blaming that,
Yeah.
but like I would say no.
Well, there's a lot of stress because there's already stress just in general in life.
life, right?
Everybody has stress. He has stress with his job. You have stress with your job. You have stress with your life, with the kids, everything. And then putting that together and doing things constantly.
Yeah.
Having birthday parties, always having birthday parties, always going places, always doing things. I just feel like all of that adds up, and it's hard to just. I mean, it's hard to be happy and 100% okay with everything in situations like that.
I agree. And it's like he and I, he's gonna kill me for saying this, but like, it's almost like sometimes there's like a battle of like who does more,
Oh, yeah.
and it frustrates the fuck out of me because, and I'm sure it frustrates the fuck out of him. But I'm like, I work 12-hour days. And he's like, you don't think I do? And I'm like, I know that you don't. He's like, including the kids. I'm like, oh, so then I don't get a time off. So then you're saying that I work 12-hour days Monday through Friday, and then on Saturday and Sunday, I work 24 hours?
Yeah.
Like you can't say stuff like that and then expect me not. And so, like, that's one of our biggest arguments is, like, who, quote-unquote, does more. And, like,
Oh, God, there's an argument there. Cody does way more than I do.
but both of us need to stop that, right? Like,
Yeah.
like he knew by me taking on this role what it entailed, right? Of me being gone. And again, you guys, I was supposed to be in Louisiana. Like I was supposed to be a lot further away, possibly not being able to come home on the weekends. So in my mind, it's like this is a way better gig for both of us, obviously, because I get to go home and see my kids every weekend. But I'm like, you have to like be okay with the fact that I'm not there, and I feel like sometimes he throws it in my face.
Uh-huh. Well, and then that just adds into that's what I'm saying. You're already stressed out. You're already exhausted from the week of work. Then you have a party you're throwing. Then you have another birthday party you have to go to. Then you have to go to tanning and do this. You know, like all this kind of stuff. I'm just saying. But you know what I'm saying? Though? Like, you just have things that you want to do. You have things that you're
Yeah, I
doing.
mean, my life doesn't stop.
Exactly.
I still
Right,
want to
you're not gonna-
maintain
Exactly.
my life, what makes me happy, what I want to do to feel good, what makes my kids happy, like
Yeah.
we talked about. They like doing stuff.
Right.
I don't want to come home just because I'm exhausted and have them having a boring ass weekend.
Right, and they don't want to do that at all.
God, I wish sometimes they would.
Yeah, but they don't. So I just think it's a lot. I think it's a lot.
It is a lot. And listen, you guys, I keep it real. Like, again, no, I'm not happy with the state of my marriage, but that doesn't mean things are bad. That just means that things could be better.
Right.
And we're going to have to tough it out. And honestly, it probably won't get better until I'm done here.
Yeah.
But we make it work.
But it's life, and
It's
you
life.
make sacrifices, and people make sacrifices, and you work.
I mean,
for
again, I
things.
don't want people, like, it's not bad.
Yeah.
It's just not great.
Yeah. Which is totally fine.
I mean, we're in the ebb. Or is the ebb the good thing? I think
Ebb and flow.
ebb, flow. I feel like flow would be down. I don't know.
Flow sounds good. Like, oh, you're flowing. I have no idea.
But I feel like flow's like
What's
down.
ebb mean?
I don't know.
Ebb?
We'll have to Google.
Yeah.
Next
Ebb and
question.
We are going to try a drink before the champagne is done, but we still have a little bit more.
What has tested you the most with your marriage?
Oh, Lord. What's tested me the most with my marriage? Tested me the most? I mean, I guess I would have to say the life that we lived when Cody was still in school.
I'm Googling Ed, by the way.
When
because
Cody,
you lived with your in-laws.
Mhm. I think that tested us the most, 100%. I mean, I think there's other things that have tested us too. For sure, that things that we have gone through that we had to fight to get over and to get through, and we did. But I do think as a whole, with both of us together, both of us in the same situation or whatever, is when he was in school.
I'm so sorry I'm not listening to you.
No, that's fine.
Ebb and flow system is so effective, simple, and flexible that it has a great place in hydroponics and aquaponics as well.
Oh, and that's real ebb and flow.
I know, but
That's
said,
like the real meaning of it.
I said, is ebb or flow good?
I think that's the real meaning of real ebb and flow, but people use it as an example.
Is ebb or flow good
In marriage.
in
Yeah, say that.
Y'all. Oh, all relationships go through a natural series of ebbs and flows. We all have periods where we feel connected, sometimes deeply so, and then there will be periods where the connection isn't nearly as strong. See, I feel like flows are the bad thing because it talked about the good.
Just look
first.
what does ebb and ebb and flow mean? Google that.
Oh, that's a good one. Okay.
Yeah. What does ebb and flow mean? We need to know this.
Sorry, y'all.
No, we need to know. Y'all need to know too. If you don't already know.
It doesn't tell me. Mm-hmm.
That's annoying.
The way in which the level of something regular becomes higher or lower in a situation. It doesn't tell me which one that's with. If anybody knows, tell us.
Please DM us. Let us know.
Please. Please, please.
We're gonna put it on our story. We're gonna say, what is ebb and flow?
Yeah,
What
what
is
was
the
the
ebb?
question? What
Oh,
has
the-
tested you the
It
most?
was
in
the
your marriage?
But I do think as a whole,
Drunk you and I.
I think as a whole, with the things that me and Cody both had to deal with together, not something I just did that we had to get through, something that we both dealt with together was when he was still in school and we were married and I was living with his parents for part of it. And
We
then
talked about boundaries and there was like none.
Right. No boundaries. I didn't know
And
going
it's not
into
your
it.
family.
Right. So I think that Cody finishing school and us being married during Cody going back to school and having to like live with his family and then me just by myself living with his family and then we both lived with his family. I mean, I think just that kind of stuff as a whole because it went on for a long time too. You know, it took years. He didn't like drop out of school or anything. He went back to school multiple times.
He's
But
very educated.
He is very
man.
educated.
So
but I
what
would
do
say
you
that.
think mine would be? I want to hear what you think mine would be before I answer.
Oh God. I mean, I don't know. I would have to say what you're doing now.
That's my answer.
Mhm.
For sure.
I mean, for sure.
I would think that.
Because I'm thinking the back
What is
to,
the answer?
like the past.
Tested?
Yeah.
Y'all.
I'm thinking back for the
What
last.
has
How long have I
tested
lived here? 5 years
you
now.
the
6
most
years.
with
6
your
years in
marriage?
July maybe. And you've been married. Yeah, because I moved like right after you got married. Like not long after you got married.
No, I already had Ryan.
Yeah, I know, but not. But you. That wasn't that long
I
after
had
you got
Ryan in
married.
2017.
Yeah, I know. I moved back in 2017. I'm just saying. So it was like a year of marriage kind of thing. So I've been here for like 6 years. Yeah. Ryan's 6. I was here for her first birthday.
You were.
Yeah. So
She's not 6 yet, bitch.
well, almost. I can't fucking believe it. But I would say from an
No, for sure.
outsider.
This has been the most that has. The question:
Yeah.
What has tested your marriage the most? This.
Yeah.
And I don't even mean because I'm gone and like we don't have that connection. I mean because of me trusting him with parenting 100%.
That's
when I'm
hard.
gone. Me coming home and kind of disrupting the rhythm that they've put together, and Michael doesn't say it, but I know that bothers him. But I don't let I try to not ask him to do anything on the weekends.
No, you're really good about that. Like,
Yeah.
we went and got tanned before Blakely's birthday party, and me and Marianne and Michael and Blakely and Ryan, we all went out to dinner before we went and got tanned. And you are very good with like letting Michael chill and like of
As
course
much as I
obviously
hate it.
you like ask him to help you, and of course he helps you, and of course this and that, but like
Well, and I say as much as I hate it because again, like I'm not on fucking vacation during the week. You know what I mean? And it's not like I'm in this great fucking cute little town either. You know? So that kind of bothers me a little bit. But I would say the thing that has tested my marriage the most is this situation.
Yeah.
100%.
and from the outside it's definitely the same from the past 5 years or whatever, 6
2 years. 2 more years.
No, of me
No,
living
but I'm
here.
saying I have 2 more years.
Yeah, you can do it.
Listen, I love it, and I don't want that to come across the wrong way, but like, this is so good for my career, which in turn is so good for my family.
Oh, 1,000%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And your girls are gonna look up to you and be like, "Wow, mom, like she wasn't just
badass."
Exactly, 1,000%.
Yeah. Like at the happy hour today, we were talking about, and I was like, we were talking about how like our team is one of the best teams in the company because of our team camaraderie. And I was like, what people don't understand is that like we work such long hours that we are with our work family
More than you not.
when you are with your actual family.
Yeah.
And especially people like me and some of the guys that live here during the week, some of the guys that don't even get to go home during the weekend, right? Because they live so far away. Like, you're genuinely with these people more than you are with your family.
1,000%.
I with these
you have a
people
few,
from Monday morning until I leave on Friday.
and you have a few coworkers that live here that are from far away,
Oh, quite a few. Yeah. So they all stay here.
and they
on
don't go
weekends.
home every weekend. Yeah,
No, yeah. So I'm like, you have to genuinely like love what you do.
you do.
In order to sacrifice that.
Because I'll just tell you, I would not be doing what I do in your situation. My job, like I don't love my job.
Yeah. You'd be like, kick fucking rocks.
Yeah, I'd be like, kick rocks, and I will find something.
So we have more questions, but we'll save them for next time because we're running out of time.
But we're gonna try this drink real quick. We're gonna try this
Yeah,
drink.
because the other ones are kind of deep, and I'm over the deepness right now.
Over the deepness.
Let's
Okay,
put more
so
ice in that one.
we're gonna try this drink that Alex Bennett from Mean Girl Pod tried
Did
on
she do
her
this one
story.
first?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so it's
So it's a high
high
noon,
noon.
which is my fave.
Whitney,
Fucking
I've
honestly,
actually never
legit
had a
fave.
high noon.
You haven't?
Never.
Oh my god, I'm obsessed
Should I
with them.
taste it first by itself?
Yeah, they're so good.
Okay. Taste test live. Well, not live, but whatever. It's pineapple.
It is pineapple.
I hate pineapple.
Oh, that's all I had.
My mouth is gonna get
The
too
peach
much.
is really good. Oh, well. Okay, so anyways, it's a high noon.
I need an EpiPen.
I have one.
Good. My mouth is tingling.
Okay, well, you're not going to try this then.
Yes, I am.
Okay, it's a pineapple high noon, but you can use any flavor, she says, and I believe that because I think they're all great. But I can't have grapefruit because I'm allergic to it, but
We don't really know the ratio.
no. But she says it's like the best summer drink, and she said you don't even have to stir it, that it's just really good the
She
way
did
it is.
say that.
Mhm.
I sent Whitney the video.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, I love her.
I do love her. Oh, it is good. It's like a spritzer.
It's kind of like our Coke thing that we tried.
Yeah.
Cheers.
The cocaine, the diet cocaine, or whatever he called it. It's good. It's like a spritzer.
It is good. I think I need more chance.
Yeah, it is overpowering of the.
No, it's not even that. It's like it doesn't have much flavor. That's weird.
It doesn't have much flavor. It does actually. Well, I
This
don't know.
could be very dangerous, y'all.
That's true.
Because it does not have flavor. It
Yeah.
literally tastes like maybe like a watered down sparkling water.
Yeah, kind of does. You're right. I will say I like it better than the diet cocaine.
So I'm getting over a cold, so that could be why. But I literally don't taste anything.
No, it's very but that's a good thing though. It's
No, it's a
sometimes
good
lately, when I've been drinking, I've kind of been like, ugh, it's like too much. This is actually kind of nice. It's refreshing. It's very
No,
light.
I agree, but like I'm saying, like when I tasted this by itself, I was like, ugh, gross.
Yeah.
I don't even taste the pineapple
Yeah.
in that. And that's what I'm saying. This is dangerous.
Yeah.
Because you could just like chug it, need another one. Next thing you know, I've had 17 high noons with a whole 2 bottles of Veuve.
Yeah, this is true.
You are hammered.
Yeah. Well, we'll try one without peach next time. I mean, without pineapple next time. But that's all I have
No,
left.
but that's not bad.
Yeah, it's good.
It's good.
I like it.
Cheers.
Well, thanks for joining us for another question and answer.
This was a lot deeper than I thought it would be.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna get like fun, crazy.
And we got a couple fun ones like skinny dipping. Yes, of course we've skinny dipped. Who has never?
Yeah,
skinny
who has
dipped?
not skinny dipped?
If you haven't, go do it right now. It's just kind of fun and
It's
freeing.
freeing. Yeah, exactly.
But it was good. It's still good to talk about it because I feel like
Yeah.
I feel good, kind of.
I do. I
talking
feel
about it.
really good talking about
Yeah,
it. Like
me too.
the other day when you were like, make an appointment with your therapist or whatever. Like,
I'm really
I
good
haven't
about
had
that.
it yet.
I keep her accountable.
You do, but I haven't had it yet. But I know I'm gonna hate like, oh, I have to do it, but then I'm gonna
I
feel
need to
great
make one
after
too.
it. Yeah,
I need
you
to
do.
make one too.
Yeah.
I really do.
Okay, this is your sign
To make an
to
appointment.
make an appointment for therapy, no matter if you think you are the happiest person alive, and to try the high noon with champagne. It doesn't have to be Veuve, but I mean, it's probably better with Veuve.
I mean, it's probably better with Veuve, but then again, in my mind, I'm like, I don't want to waste my Veuve in a mixer. But then, like, why wouldn't I?
I know Cody makes mimosas with Veuve.
That's fucking blasphemy.
Uh huh. Mm-hmm.
You use cheap champagne if you're gonna put orange juice in it.
No,
Cody Webster.
All right.
Okay, well, we love
cheers,
y'all. Bye.